more of an anterior tilt, sometimes it can be really difficult to connect with those proximal hamstrings in something like a 90-90. So I love adding a towel roll just to passively bring us into that posterior tilt. You can think about being really heavy into the towel roll with the sacrum so that you can find a good position, connect with the floor, so you're able to then better connect with the hamstrings. Sometimes we don't have 90 degrees of hip flexion available, so you may be a little bit longer set up, maybe you're more longer lever. So just play around. If you are in a more longer lever, you may or may not need the towel roll. So this is primarily for that 90-90 position. So set up in that 90-degree hip and knee bend. Maybe you need a little bit of head support as you get into it, but ideally you're in that more 90-90 position. And when I'm in that more 90-90 position, I find that my pelvis just kind of dumps forward a little bit. So it's hard for me to maintain. So I can use a towel roll to kind of get heavy on the towel with my sacrum and kind of bring myself more into that passive posterior tilt position. And that's just gonna make it a little bit easier for me to not have to fight the anterior tilt so hard. So when I go up into my bridge position, it's just a little bit more, I can focus on those hamstrings. I'm heavy in the heels, dragging down on the wall, feeling the back sides of my legs light up. And I can think about reaching. Really dragging down on the wall, keeping the glutes soft, the hip flexors and the quads soft. And I can think about, even if I want to, sits bones towards knees, as I almost think about scooping under a little bit and pulling down the wall, keeping the glutes relaxed. You can place a yoga block here to keep these outside glutes relaxed. Inhaling into the back and sides, and then exhale. All the way out so you feel those deep abs turn on. Then inhale into the back and sides, keeps the glutes relaxed. And exhale. So ultimately we're just starting where we're in that more passive posterior tilt, so we don't feel like we have to work so hard to get out of it and then move into our 90-90 breathing.